Channy here, and I'm going to be giving you a two-part mini-series on how to use ClassDojo in your classroom. The first part is going to be focused on the platform itself. I'm going to provide you a brief overview on how to log in, create your account, and use the system in the classroom. And then the second part of the presentation will be centered around personalized learning, how you can use ClassDojo as a learning tool for your students in order to enhance the instruction that's happening in the classroom. The second part is also going to include specific communication tools that you can use in order to foster and bridge the gap of communication between your classroom and the parents who represent the families that are in your room. Let's get started. I'm first going to take us back to the Launchpad page. This is what you will see initially when you create your account. So you will notice here that on my profile page, if I'll just click on this briefly, you can add a photo. It has all the information here with your email address. That's specifically important because that will be the way in which the software communicates with you when need be. You can change your password, choose a specific region and language that you would like to use. For those of us that are teaching Spanish, I would suggest using Spanish as a way for the students to learn other words in Spanish and start communicating in Spanish. I love this setting. You can actually decide when their software can send you push notifications, and we'll talk more about that during part 2. You can also allow or not allow parents to add comments in ClassStory. We'll also talk about that in part 2. And then there's some advanced features that, again, we will explore more in part 2 of the presentation. Once everyone has created their classroom pages, we will have school-wide features, access to school-wide features, and a school directory, which will be particularly important because we will be able to do some form of collaboration on this tool as well. There's a classroom decoration pack under popular teacher resources. This is really nice. They have some learning posters that you can print, laminate, and post in your classroom. The kids really enjoy them because they have the avatars that are similar to the avatars that they see on the screen each day. There's also a student introduction video that you would play before you begin using this platform, and it explains to the students in a fun and creative way how the tool will be used. I did want to show you just a short clip of this so you can see what I'm talking about.
What makes an amazing classroom? Is it having shiny new desks? Is it the fearless classroom back in the corner? Or maybe it's something you can't see. Maybe it's about the classroom community you build with students, teachers, and parents. In a classroom where students all work together, persevere through challenges, and help each other out along the way, these moments should never go unnoticed. This year, you'll be using ClassDojo to celebrate those moments in class and share them home. You'll each start with your very own monster. And anytime you show an important skill, like working hard or being creative, your teacher can award you a point on ClassDojo. For those extra exciting moments, your teacher can take a photo or video. Best of all, your parents will get to see all the skills you're building and share in your unforgettable classroom moments. So let's get started. What skills do you want to recognize in your classroom?
Wasn't that so cute? So that is just an example of what the students will look at in the introductory video. I'm going to show you the back to school night presentation. So you can see it's more, a lot more text heavy, better catered to parents in the community. They have examples of what it would look like on the screen and what the teachers and students and families will do, what their family can see, so examples. So it's just a great way for parents to kind of get an overview of the program and its significance in the classroom. So that is something that I'm definitely going to be presenting during my back to school night and printing and offering it to parents who want to take it to sit home. And these big idea videos are also really cool. I like them because they align with my Bible activities, and I can play them to the kids and they can learn how to develop their social and emotional IQ. And this really is on social and emotional learning, which I think is really important. I know that in our society, typically these two pieces are not um, as I don't want to say important, but they're not promoted in school the way that they should be, in my opinion. So there's just all kinds of videos and ideas on how you can build growth mindset in your students, perseverance, empathy, gratitude, and mindfulness. We actually just watched the mindfulness video on Friday, and the kids really, really loved it. They really took to it. Um, and then they also have some other tips and ways that you can use Class Dojo. But I want to show you one of these videos. Let's look at growth mindset. And they're so cute because they're in a mini series, you know, and the kids really look forward to watching them each day. They are a little longer than um, the clips that we just showed. So I'm only going to show you probably 1 minute of this one.
Chapter 1. Mojo discovers a secret about his brain. A secret that will change the way he looked at the world forever. Our story begins with Mojo, a friendly monster who loved school, especially math, until one day, when something terrible happened. The math problems got harder. Nothing made sense anymore. Mojo had a devastating thought. He just wasn't smart enough for school. It seemed the only reasonable thing to do was pack his things and leave forever. Just then, he heard his friend Katie laughing. Mojo, you can't just give up, she said. I have no choice, Katie, said Mojo. You're either born smart or you're not. And I realize today that I'm not. Mojo, that's not how it works, said Katie. Anyone can be smart. You just have to work at it. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, said Mojo. It's not ridiculous, it's science, said Katie. Neuroscientists studied the brain for years and discovered an incredible secret. Apparently, your brain is like a muscle. When you try challenging things, like those hard math problems, you're giving your brain the exercise it needs to get strong. Exercising your brain until one day you could. Mojo! Mojo couldn't believe what he was hearing. If you're She had to be off to her next class. But maybe you can.
Oh my gosh, Jen, you ruined my
What about you?
video.
Now that's an interesting question indeed.
That is one example of the videos that are available on the app. And then there's also places where you can discuss, and they have discussion questions for the kids, and then you can share. I just really, really love parents can go and they can make comments and explain to the parents what they're learning in the classroom so that they can reinforce it at home. And then there's all kinds of activities. You can follow Class Dojo online. This one is a little mini series, and of course, at the end of the video, Dojo learns how to have a growth mindset. And then you can also collaborate with a team of other teachers around the nation and essentially the world to provide feedback and to talk about ways that they can improve the app. And one thing that I really like about this software is that they actually listen. I have seen them make changes based on feedback that I have seen on some of those discussion posts. So now let's go into the actual portal that you're going to be using for the students. So this is what the class page looks like. And I'm going to take you through each and every tab and show you an example of how you would award points to students. So we're going to look at Classroom tab today. In the second portion of our session, we're going to look at portfolios. and class story and messages, because that is how the portfolios are how you're going to personalize learning for your students. The class story and messages are how you're going to communicate with the parents, and we'll talk about that a little bit in the second session. So here on the very first link, you'll see whole class. So this is a way for you to provide feedback to all of your students. I know some teachers like to put marbles in a bucket or tallies on a whiteboard in order to give class rewards. Well, Class Dojo allows you to do that in digital form, which is really nice. So you can see some of the different positive rewards I've given my students. Each of these rewards coincides with the class rule that we've decided on as a community. So I can give a point for the whole class if everybody's doing their best and giving their best effort. If everyone is following Christian counsel, I can provide a point there. If everyone is following the noise level, I can give a point, etc., etc. And then those points go into each of the individual avatar points and go toward the entire class and being an incentive. I can also do the same thing for negatives. If the entire class is being unkind, God forbid, I can give a negative for that. If the entire class is displaying noise level, I can give a negative. Any others talking with the teacher, etc. And then just like the positive points, we'll take away points for the entire class and also deduct points from the whole class, respectively. And then if there's a specific student I want to award, I simply click on their avatar and I give them points here. You can come here to edit skills, and you can add a skill. And let's say I wanted to add a skill for following instructions. I would type that in, and I would choose the icon that I wanted to match that skill. I'm going to choose a little watch, and then how much weight I want to give it. So some behaviors you may want to weight differently than others. Some you may not want to give a weight to at all. You just want to recognize it. This one I'm going to give a weight of 1, and I'm going to save that. Then I'm also going to go to the areas that need work, and I'm going to add the opposite skill, slow to follow instruction, or actually, let's say not following instruction. Okay, and I'm going to give it a negative 1 point, and to choose the icon I want for that one. I think I'll just do the hazard cone, and we'll save that. And so you can see that now that is an option where I can give students. Okay, so that is how to use that. It's really simple. And let's say I wanted to message the parent of this child. I can go to message the parent and explain to them why they have received the negative point that they are receiving at the time. Okay. So I'm going to go back into the portal so we can see the whole thing at once. And there's all kinds of creative ways that you can use this as well. In my classroom, I'm using it as an economic system. So the dojo for the kids is essentially like a bank account, and they can withdraw points from their bank. Every time they behave well, they deposit points into their bank, etc., etc. So that is really, really nice as well. If you have your students in groups, you can add a group. And let's say I wanted to have Amen and Naya as part of a group, and their group name is going to be Double A. And I can create that group, and there they are, Double A. I can give them points here, and it will also award them on their individual accounts as well. If you want to reset the bubbles and start fresh each week, then you can do that as well. You just click on a student. I'm sorry, now you don't click on a student. I'm sorry. You go to options, then you click on reset bubbles. And you can select. So for me, because I use this as an economic system in the classroom, I select specific students that want to withdraw their points as dojo dollars, and then that comes back a withdrawal from their bank. But if they behave negatively, like you can see most of the students did this week, then those points are deducted. And the way that I do this is those are now fines that they owe me. So if their account is still overdrawn by Friday when we do the banking system, then they owe me those points in their dollars, and they're not able to go to the dojo store. Okay, so that is pretty much an overview of how the system is used. And in part 2, we are going to learn more about how to use this as a personalized learning tool, as well as communication tool with your parents. So stay tuned.